Okay, you are now on with your project guide. This video is to show you steps 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, so everything that you're going to need in order to get your final grade for your idea evolution. So you've gotten a grade here, and hopefully it went up, and you still have another chance to get your grade even higher. And this grade is just about the idea. It's not about what you're creating. It's about how you are pushing your limits of your idea. Artists know that they're on to a good idea when they're starting to get frustrated because having good ideas is hard. If you just go with the first idea and it's just so super easy, then you're not pushing your limits. So my job is to help you push yourself and push your creativity so that you can create the best piece of art possible. So you have practiced the skill, you've got a second teacher check-in, and you've come back and you've shown me your improved sketch. You cannot show me your first sketches that you did. All right, you've shown me your improved sketch, and I said, okay, I can see that you've learned your skill. I've given you another grade. Now we have one more thing to do before we can get this project approved and you can start your learning experience. That is, I'm going to give you a vocabulary word, and I'm going to write it right here or right here on your paper. And I'm going to say, your vocabulary word is unity, or your vocabulary word is, I want you to learn about the rule of thirds. And I'm going to give you a hint of where to go. One of the places that I might tell you to go to is a book. The other places that I might tell you to go is to these posters that are on the wall. So let's say that the word I gave you was contrast. Okay, you can come to the poster that says contrast and look at all of the images on here until something catches your eye. And when it catches your eye, stop and read what it says here. All right, you can read in groups. You can also read by yourself. All right, so here it says, I really like this picture. What does that mean about contrast? Well, it says value contrast. It's most evident when darker values are next to lighter values. Oh, contrast. Oh, up here, contrast means the difference in values or colors or textures or shapes. So you're going to read this and you're going to think about contrast, and then you're going to think, okay, what does Miss Pick want me to do with this information? And you're going to be like, Miss Pick, I don't understand. But not really, because you've watched this video. So you're going to say contrast. It means the difference between light and dark. How am I going to add that to my drawing? Let me go look at my sketch. All right, well, I've got this sketch of the moon and the tree and the owl. Maybe I could make this tree really dark, and I could put it right next to kind of a light sky, and that would create a contrast. Okay, so this is just the example. You might have a totally different word, or you might have the word contrast. We'll see. Then you're going to write, okay, I showed contrast by using light and dark. Okay, this could take you like 1 or maybe even 2 days, depending on how deep you go into the vocabulary. Once you have done that, you come back and you get your second to last teacher check-in. And I'll look, and maybe you are telling me about what you would do, or maybe you are showing me how you've improved your sketch. But you're going to say, you're going to use the vocabulary word, you're going to show me that you understand what it means, and then you're going to show me how you're going to apply it to your project. You may also look at YouTube videos if you want to figure out what that means, but I do want you to start usually at the posters or the book. All right, so once you have done that, I'll give you your almost last teacher check-in. You just have one more step in order to get your final grade for your idea evolution. So you need to fill out your art plan and calendar timeline. What that means is I've just left a space right here, okay? On the bottom here, I want you to write every single step that you are going to do in order to complete your project. So if I know that this project is a painting project, and the painting's going to take me a while, but first I need to draw it out, I could put step 1, draw images on paper. And you're also going to say, well, how long is that going to take me? Well, it took me about a day to do this one, so I think that's going to take me about 1 to 2 days. Okay? Then you're going to put your second thing. Okay? Mix paint. Whatever all of your steps are. You have to think about every single step that you are going to do, and then you're going to put how many days it's going to take you for each one of those steps. Then you are going to make sure that the number of days that you need is less or equal to the number of days that I have given you to complete this project. So you will most likely have about a week to complete this project, but we will see. I'll tell you as we get closer to the time how many days you have. So when you fill out your art plan and think about your calendar, if you have too many days and you think, well, this is going to take me 12 days to complete, and you only have 7 days, you need to rethink what you are going to do. Maybe you've taken on too much, or you have 12 days and this is going to take you 1 day. You might still need to think about how much more you could add to this project. Okay, once you've done that, this says self-assessment. I want you to think about your first ideas that you had over here when you were looking at the images and your first sketches. And I want you to think about your second sketches. And then I want you to think about the vocabulary that you applied. And I want you to self-assess yourself. That means you are going to give yourself a grade. Not on what you've done, because you haven't done the project yet. This is just on how far your idea has come. All right? You're going to circle the number, and then you're going to bring it to me. This is when I give you your final grade about your idea evolution. So I give you your grade about how much you've pushed yourself from the very beginning until now. And that will be the grade that goes on the grade book. After that, you start your project. You start gathering the supplies you need, and you just come in and start working every day. And to store your materials, all right, you can store your materials over there in those shelves by the paint shelf. There's also some cabinets right over here that are empty. It's your job to pick a cabinet, make sure your name is on all your stuff, and remember where you put your stuff, okay? So after you continue working, I'll have another video that will explain how the actual product that you make will get graded.